The following are the entries of a blog that was constantly updated. The blog seems to talk about a show called Appy. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello. I'll be writing on this blog because I'm researching a show called Appy. One of the main reasons why I'm researching this show is because I have been fascinated with missing TV shows, episodes, and movies. Like most people who research missing episodes, I'm hell-bent on finding London After Midnight, the 108 missing Doctor Who episodes, and Him, the 1974 film where a man has a sexual obsession with Jesus. Even though I should help to search for any fragment of the missing episodes and films, I'm going to research this one series for now. Another reason I want to research this show is because I had an experience with it around 2001. It was around 8 in the morning. My younger brother, who was 7, was watching a local station during its child TV show block. After a dubbed-over Blue's Clues, it started to air a show called Szczęśliwa Jabłka, or Happy Apple. I can barely remember the episode's plot, but it was about this apple who was trying to help a kid named Nathaniel. It felt sort of low budget, but since my brother liked the episode, I didn't mind him watching it. The only thing that made me dubious was this evil smile that the apple did in the middle of the episode. From what I gathered in the first weeks of Noggin's existence, this Appy show began production. Its plot was about a giant clay apple with arms, baby blue eyes, and a large, dark green pair of lips being held up by a bent, rusty stick. He would go around in a white 1996 Ford Windstar helping children when they got injured. As the show kept going, the episodes started to become a little more unusual. For one example, Appy would often stare at the viewers of the show with a very deranged smile. It's also worth mentioning that the series slowly got more violent as it progressed. Appy was one of the shorter shows on Noggin, with every episode being 10 minutes long at the most. They played in duets, making each full episode 20 minutes long, minus the commercials. A couple of months after Appy aired its first episode, Nickelodeon canceled the show. It was never shown again on Noggin or Nick Jr. Even the much more appropriate episodes weren't shown for whatever reason. However, some parents did record the show, but they were just VHS copies. Of those said VHS copies, only a few survived through the years. Many of the tapes have been destroyed, either due to neglect or disgust, or simply misplaced and thrown out by accident. However, some copies of the show were reportedly stolen by a shadowy figure. I was one of the lucky people to own a copy of the episodes. Yesterday, when I did some winter cleaning, I found an old DVD with HA episodes written on it. I had a feeling that I knew this abbreviation from somewhere, so I did some research on what the HA meant. My first choice was the forum about missing episodes and films that I normally go to. When I entered the missing episodes section of the forum, the first thread I saw was one named HA. What's this? A woman posted the thread who had, like me, found a VHS with the initials HA on it. As I read the thread more, I found out that the initials on the disc stood for Appy. This instantly reminded me of the weird low-budget show that I watched with my brother in 2000. In the replies, the user claimed that there are no known DVD copies around. I'm not sure how the disc got here, though. I certainly don't remember owning a disc that looked like it. After viewing the thread, I went ahead and put the disc into the disk drive, hoping that it would work. Thankfully, it did, and it instantly cut to the intros of the episode. No menus or anything. Happy Appy's intro song had the same tune as Mary Had a Little Lamb. It went something like this. Happy Appy, Appy App, Happy App, Happy App, Happy Appy, Appy App, he helps kids all day. Happy Appy, Appy App, Happy App, Happy App, Happy Appy, Appy App, he helps kids all day. Episode 1 and 2 were called Happy's Vacation and Hurt Happy, respectively. Happy's Vacation was exactly what you'd expect. Happy Appy goes on vacation to the beach, heals injured kids, and even talks down a bully into not hurting a child. Hurt Happy was about Happy's stick getting broken, and the kids teaming up to help Happy by giving him bandages and fruit. Nothing seemed out of place when I first saw it, but when I saw it a second time, the episodes looked questionably odd. When Happy was driving his van to the beach in Happy's Vacation, a few seconds skipped. At first I ignored it, saying that it could be a scratched DVD, but when I checked the disc, it had no scratches on it whatsoever. Also, during the fruit scene in Hurt Happy, the kids gave him an apple for whatever reason. It could have been a mistake by the producers, though. Finally, I noticed some things in Hurt Happy that looked out of place. In Happy's van, during the intro of Happy's Vacation, there was what looked like a border of the Hope poster, but it was so out of frame that it could have been something else. At the end of Hurt Happy, there was a news broadcast about a 9.0 earthquake that recently struck Japan. Happy responded, "Oh no! If you want to help the Japanese, call this number." And a 1-800 number appeared. I thought those were just coincidental, but I was wrong. Episodes 3 and 4 were a lot stranger. The intros of these two episodes were removed, but I found out that episode 4's name was Nate Needs Help. This struck out to me because this was the very same episode I saw with my brother, but in English. Episodes 3 and 4 were missing a few scenes, and overall, they were much more disturbing than the first two. On episode 3, near the 5-minute 10-second mark, is when Happy Appy does his first evil smile for 25 seconds. A scene that could send chills down anyone's spine was the boo-boo part in Nate Needs Help. Happy aids Nate, who had a bruise on his knee. He looks to the camera, giving off the same evil smile that I remembered from 2000, and says, "What does Nate need for this boo-boo?" For 30 seconds, he just stared at the camera, motionless, with his soulless baby blue eyes locking onto anyone watching. Finally, he broke the silence by saying, "That's right! A bandage!" Why did he need that long to speak? I will never know.